Today I decided to draw Ariel from The Little Mermaid, but not in the usual Disney way. I wanted to imagine her as though she had left the sea and become part of our reality. For this piece, I'm using my usual watercolor paints. I'm also using liquid masking fluid this time, mostly on the bubbles, because bubbles have so many bright highlights. And this way I can paint freely without worrying about losing that shine. Once everything dries, I will peel it off at the end. It's very convenient. So first, I cover the background with a soft blue, then I add some pink shades into the bubbles later to make them look alive. After that, I move on to the shadows and details on Ariel's face. And while I am painting, let me tell you a little about Ariel herself. She's one of the most famous Disney characters, but the original story by Hans Christian Andersen, written in 1837, was a lot darker. Spoiler alert, she doesn't marry the prince, instead she turns into sea foam. Yep, imagine telling that version to kids before bed. Luckily, Disney gave us the 1989 movie, and honestly, it saved the whole studio. At the time, Disney was struggling, but The Little Mermaid brought back the magic and basically launched what's now called the Disney Renaissance. When I was a kid, Ariel was my absolute favorite. I would watch that movie again and again until the VHS tape probably wanted to escape from the player. Even now, as an adult, watching these magical old films feels like time travel back to childhood. And honestly, sometimes I think Disney should cover my therapy bills, because rewatching their classics is the cheapest way to feel so much joy. So here's my version of Ariel, a little more realistic, a little more grown up, but still magical. Let me know in the comments, would you prefer the original tragic mermaid who becomes sea foam, or the Disney Ariel who sings with crabs and marries a prince? Personally, I think sea foam would be a nightmare to draw, so I'm sticking with this one. I hope you enjoyed, guys, and I see you in the next video.